Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. The wait is finally over. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his first look is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. The offensive starters now for the Cowboys.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason. And we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Prescott to throw it. And that's Elliott, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 34 yards there.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Boom. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The sack by Robert Quinn. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
When I watch Khalil Mack play, I just see fury, passion, and incredible athleticism. This guy can flat out play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go. Go.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
When you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came to get a nice payoff.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Check right 54. Right 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Here's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
And New York set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll set up a throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Prescott. And there is a gnarly 5 before it's all said and done. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback. On first down, Elliott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Right there, 54 Mike. Record.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott over the middle. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Short yardage, Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's Prescott. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run with Elliott. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing, Prescott, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kyle Rudolph there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. This is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
And New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking for Shep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Prescott now already at 150 yards passing, and we're still in the first quarter. It's 1st and 10. This is Elliott, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss rolling in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 45 yards. And the Cowboys, they push on in front further. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Gold to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It
certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead. A good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A short throw to Ingram, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll look to throw again. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 9-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So this drive spanned 7 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And really a solid group effort. I mean, the montage focuses on him, and rightfully so. But it's been a good job of a team to get this lead.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that. I love the observation. Offensive line and people having to protect him, they've really been in sync and been on point. How about the guys going out and catching the ball? Or the receivers, the running backs, everyone is involved today. And what we're watching right now is really a beautiful team effort, isn't it?
Absolutely. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Prescott. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. He's at the 40. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 51 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Watch the run, watch the run.
And again, it's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll set up to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Go, go, go.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
Down. 50. Hey, no, no. 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking of future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. New York set to take the field. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defenses.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Now Gold for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And New York set to take the field. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He'll find Metcalf. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. Finds his tight end Ingram. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Prescott. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll throw again. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his passes. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Does the big boy have the juice? And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down,
They'll look to throw now on first down. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Cowboys on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Here we go. Come on, this work. Check. Block 54. They're not ready for this. Shut up.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
He'll drop to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing. Because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. First down, Prescott throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Prescott trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Now Prescott, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Draw play, Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games. But sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
Point after here coming up. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Plenty to look forward to in that early window, one being a noontime start up in Green Bay. A big one for the Packers, as they'll host the Washington Redskins. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being in Tennessee, where it'll be the Titans at home in Nashville, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And lastly, in the national game on Sunday night, definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front. As we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll set up the throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right up.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Elliott, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Prescott to throw it. A dump off to Elliott.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. A look at Sterling Shepard as he and this offense get set to go again. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, 3rd quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Right there, 54 months. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Come on, fellas.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, Evan. Everyone, you got.
They're going to look to throw. Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Let's go, baby.
17 yards and a giant first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But now it's 3rd and goal. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll set up to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Fourth down, so Pat Shurmur trots out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and this game is tied. So he exercises a few demons by getting that one to go, but tie game, so those two misses could still loom large.
They'll probably hang over him the rest of the way, you have to think. But now you get a fresh start. All even. Time for that defense to rise up and get the ball back.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
To throw again on second down. Prescott, 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. All right, used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big linebacker on him or maybe a safety and call it a day. Now, because of the strength of that position and the sheer number of catches that they make as well as their dexterity, sometimes you have to put a cornerback on him because he might be the primary guy going out for a pass. It changes what they do defensively, and it's usually not good for the defense.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense.
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Well, this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Looking to throw. That's complete right around the 8. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Fourth down, so Pat Shurmur trots out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Following the field goal on is Riley Dixon to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 38, Prescott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Prescott. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Here's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. From the red zone now, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. 1 man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gould is able to put it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they work this out past the 25. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you? I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And some time here to focus on Kyle Rudolph as he heads back out there. And we see here the productivity certainly has decreased from the start of the game, but sometimes people forget these tight ends, they can do more than just catch the football.
That is so true, because now when things start to happen and you're not getting the ball as much, maybe you change your focus on the game. Maybe you become a very good decoy. Maybe you block a little bit more. But sometimes you have such a great first half, you expect it to continue to roll, and it doesn't just happen that easily in the second.
But they have been able to shut him down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Prescott now. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 3rd and long for Prescott. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And now out come the Giants. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll set up a throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep winging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
7 yards there and a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 6. And that one his first incompletion in its last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That's complete right around the 8. They're able to hold them to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Following the field goal on is Riley Dixon to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
We get a look at Sterling Shepard as he and the rest of the offense march out into place. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. On play action, they'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And his pass incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's back to throw. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's got his man on the out route. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back to throw.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Ready. Stop 55. Here we go, dude. Here I come.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. A short throw to Ingram, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 47.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Hey, check back 57. Back 57. Here we go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Prescott toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
First and 10 at the 27.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Looking to throw on second down. Prescott, he's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On first and 10, Prescott. Oh, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Cooper was the intended target. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. A little juke. A short throw to Ingram. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. But I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick, But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.